Hello, I'm Designator, and I'm working on a game called Sanctuary Zero. I'm gonna tell you a secret. I have crippling social anxiety. And also I can't animate, which is kind of a problem for a game, because there's a lot of things that move. So, when I started out making this, I thought, what kind of game can I get away with? What kind of enemy can I get away with that doesn't really need a lot of hand animating? I ended up deciding on robots, because, those kind of move robotically. And I could do robots with procedural animation. And specifically, I could do IK, or inverse kinematics. Now, writing IK from scratch is a little bit too difficult for me, but thankfully there's a package that does that, written by people who actually know what they're doing. Links in the description. Now, there might be better solutions these days. This is from 2 years ago, but it works, so I'm using it. Fight me. IK is math magic, kinda. You get your origin, you get the length of your limbs, and you get a goal point, or whatever you want to call it, and somehow it figures that shit out. Just does it. Just makes it work. I have no idea how that works. I tried looking at the code that I'm using. I did not understand any of it. I'm okay, look. I like to think that I'm not a terrible programmer. I like to think that I at least understand some of it. But this, I have no idea what this is. What the fuck? This means nothing to me. Anyways, I use this for both the legs and the arms of our robot friends, insofar as they have those, of course. For the For the legs, I need to figure out where the goal actually is, where I want them to place their feet. And that is easier said than done. For a while I had something that worked alright. They walked, they placed their feet, but it was a balancing act. And you kind of had to make sure that the legs moved fast enough and that the distance wasn't too big, because otherwise the animation would reset and start over and over again, and they'd drag their legs behind them and kind of twitch around, and generally it wasn't looking very good. You might have seen that in previous videos, but then I fixed it, and it worked. So that felt pretty good. I use IK for the arms as well, and that's much simpler because I don't have to code anything. I just slap the inverse kinematics thing on the arm thing, and then I place the goal point at the weapons or wherever I want the hands to be, and it just works pretty well. It's pretty low tech. There's no code. I just do it by hand, and it just works. I aim the weapons and the heads and sometimes the torsos just using the aim constraint which comes with Unity, which just points the thing at an object, and I just have an empty object that it points at, and where that empty object then is, I control via the AI code. So when they're not having a target, I just put it in front of them so they look forward, and when they have a target, I just point it at the target, and they point at the target, and that works. That's good. I also have a really, really simple system that makes things follow a set of waypoints smoothly. There's also the guns. Those move. But that's for another video. That is some of the first code that I've written. Oh god, it's horrible. Anyways, that's how things move in my game. A rough overview, anyways. I hope you find that useful in some capacity. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.